Good morning, everyone. There are times that we do calls or videos on all of the family of one product, but I wanted to isolate a couple of the On Guard products and talk about those today and how you can utilize them, not just for when you feel something coming on, but even as prevention. So we know an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. I'm going to try to do this as compliantly as possible so that I can make this public. So work with me here. We have several products that are great for, oh my goodness, I feel something coming on, I'm going to use them. Great. But I diffuse On Guard all winter. And if I don't have a ton of On Guard, or if it's not in your budget to be diffusing it all the time, I use an Aroma Ace. I always have it going. I don't want to have to worry about having to fill it every day. If you don't have enough On Guard to do that, you can boost it. We get wild orange for very cheap. You can do half On Guard, half wild orange. Pick one of the oils in there and boost it with that. That's kind of my tip. I've done it with clove. We got clove free 1 month, I think. Or when you buy it, it's very inexpensive. So half clove, half On Guard. So you still get the benefits of all of the oils in On Guard, and you're extending kind of the life of it. So if you can't do On Guard all the time, do one of those oils or boost your On Guard. But some of the other things we can do. I wanted to talk a minute about what happens when we get sick, and what we've done here in Western medicine is kind of the acceptable thing is you don't go to the doctor until you're very sick, right? If doing the things at home doesn't take care of it, this is at least how I grew up, then when you're very, very sick, then you go into the doctor. And by that time, especially with a virus, there's not much the doctor can do. At that point, it has to run its course. The same is true when you're using supplements or oils at home. If you wait until you're very, very sick and the virus has replicated to the point that it's done replicating, it's going to run its course. You can use some of the supplements to help you get better a little bit faster, but it's even more beneficial if you can get on your supplements at the very beginning and even before, if you're on your daily supplements. One of my boys almost never gets sick. Like rarely, once every, I don't even know how many years. And even when he gets it, he's like, what is this? Right? He doesn't get sick. And one of the reasons is he swears by his lifelong vitality. He's giving his body the vitamins and minerals and support it needs every day. Every day he takes lifelong vitality. And then there are a few others he takes daily. And you can tailor that to what you need. And we can go into supplements another time, or I mean, like a whole regimen. But knowing that if you give your body the daily support, I mean, it's like saying, well, I'm not going to eat any food until I absolutely need it. Well, no, you feed your body daily. So you have food, and then tailor it when you need something. If you're going to run a marathon or you're going to go do a big event, right? You might carb load, or you might do something a little more specific for that specific time, but you're eating food daily and hopefully healthy foods. And the healthier you eat, the better prepared your body is, because what you feed your body is where your body draws from for your immune system. We know it's in the gut. I mean, that's not what I grew up with, but we all know now that your immune system's in your gut. So take care of your gut, eat healthy foods for your gut. There are going to be times that you're going to eat stuff that's not the healthiest. That's okay. As long as the majority of the time you're doing what you should for your body, and take care of your body. Trisha just mentioned that she might not be able to unmute right now, but we actually, and this is a reality, take better care of our cars than we do our bodies. And it's an interesting thing. And I remember thinking I wanted to go see this naturopathic doctor, and obviously it's cash pay. And I remember thinking, gosh, it's going to cost me probably about $800, because there was a test I wanted him to run and I knew how much that was going to be. And the visit was around 300. And I thought, oh my goodness, that's so much money. And yet I had just spent the same amount of money on tires for my car. And it was just that's what I need. That's what I'm going to do for my car. But when I need it for my body, it's like a second guess. And so I hope we can shift perspectives and help people understand that it's worth saving up and spending the money on your health, on your body. That's worth it. Worth just as much, if not more, than our cars. And so I hope that that's something. Oh, Trisha might be hopping on. Trisha, do you want to add? You're
Yeah,
mute.
if you don't mind if I just add quick, let me turn off my water.
Please do.
I've got relatives in town from both coasts, and I'm making cookies. So, um, but this is something that I've thought a lot about, is that we only get one body, and we can do all different things, but we only get one. It's not like a car that we can trade in and upgrade. We only get one body. And so, and that's kind of a hard concept, especially when you're younger and nothing's wrong yet, to to get in. But yeah, deciding what we're going to do with our body and things that we're not going to do with our body. Some things we're not going to put in it. Some things we absolutely choose not to subject our body to. If we make those decisions early on, then yay, you know. So I'll just be quiet. No, but we only get one. It's not like we can trade it in.
No, Trisha, I'm so glad you said that. I don't know if Morgan's in a position. Morgan has a brand new baby and her toddler, so she might not be in a position to add. But we've had conversations recently where exactly what you said, when we're young, we kind of feel invincible and we do a lot of things that we don't see immediate results from. So we don't feel like it's doing any damage. We don't see the damage immediately, but long term, like down the road, I think once we hit like our 30s and 40s, we start to realize the decisions we made early on and the things that we did feed our bodies and we put in our bodies or on our bodies are now having an impact. And obviously then we want to pass on to the younger generation, here, listen to me. But it's interesting that everybody's got to learn for themselves. So that's why I'm hoping there's a shift in mentality in society. And I see some really exciting things going on with this younger generation where they're like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I want to do better. I want to use better. I want to whatever. And even with some of my older children, when they have babies, they want to do better for their babies than they did for themselves. Right. But I know Morgan has mentioned some of the ways she ate when she was a teenager that literally had no immediate impact, right? Like, whatever, I can eat whatever I want. I'm a teenager, is now affecting her health and the health of her babies, because our babies get their first start for their gut health, their bacteria balance and all, from us moms, from being pregnant with them for 9 months. So it's interesting to see the impact it has on our children immediately as babies. Even decisions we've made before, especially if we haven't corrected them. So she's doing a ton right now. It's really exciting and encouraging and inspiring to see Morgan then like correcting what she's done. And it's not easy. It's interesting to see how tough she's willing to be to fix for herself and her family what might not be in balance. Let me jump into sharing my slide. I want to talk a little bit more about On Guard. We've talked about it a ton, but I wanted to talk about some very specific products, just two. We're just going to focus on the two in the On Guard family. The On Guard Plus, you see that plus sign? The On Guard Plus soft gels. The reason there's a plus sign is because they literally have more than just On Guard. And that's what I kind of want to touch on right now. For years, we had these like, what people would call, quote, the flu shot or the flu bomb or whatever. doTERRA took what people were using and they gave it to us in a supplement form. And we are overjoyed. You can still make this in a roller. Tons of people do. In fact, okay, let me show you in a second some of the stuff that's in here that people will actually use this product to make rollers. So we've got the wild orange. We know that protects the body against seasonal threats. The clove in there supports a healthy immune system. You guys, strongest antioxidant that we have. Black pepper, AKA poor man's Melissa, may help support healthy inflammation. We know that acute inflammation is important, chronic inflammation, not so great. Cinnamon promotes healthy immune function. Eucalyptus with its purifying and cleansing properties. And pausing here for one moment to note that the eucalyptus that is used in the On Guard blend is the maybe the only, there's very few, if more than one, there might only be one species of eucalyptus that is safe for ingestion, and that's the one that doTERRA uses in On Guard. It's also found in our blend now of eucalyptus, where when we buy eucalyptus, it's a blend of, I want to say 4 eucalyptus species. But anyway, this eucalyptus is safe for ingestion. Oregano. Oregano is not from On Guard blend. Oregano is part of the plus. Black pepper, again, part of the plus. So oregano is like a natural antibiotic. It's, I need to talk more about oregano. It is a very, very powerful plant and oil. It helps maintain a healthy immune system. It is fantastic for so many things. We could spend an entire call, and probably we should, on just oregano. But that's why it's in that. It's one of the ones we were using in our little concoctions we were doing when anybody was sick. So oregano, rosemary, that is in the On Guard blend, and then Melissa. So rosemary may help support the digestive system. We know rosemary is fantastic. Melissa, that's part of the plus. There are a lot of people who do not have Melissa oil. It is a very expensive oil with some very powerful benefits. This is a very inexpensive way to get a hold of Melissa. It may help support a healthy immune system. Melissa is a fantastic antiviral. Fantastic. Black pepper, poor man's Melissa, because it's more affordable. Also very powerful antiviral, along with its other components and all that are very, very, and the compounds are very helpful, other benefits. When you make a roller and you're making, let's say, a flute roller or flume or whatever you're making, right? You can poke a hole in one of these soft gels and squeeze that in there as well, especially if you're making it for littles and you want them to get the benefits of On Guard Plus, but maybe you don't have Melissa on hand, or maybe you don't have black pepper on hand. Maybe those are not some, most people have the top 10 oils and maybe a few more, but when you don't have those, if you've got this product, you can take it orally. But some of my kids, even as they get older, are not great at swallowing pills, which is where oils have been a lifesaver. I can squeeze 1 or 3 of these into the roller with On Guard or whatever else I have in there and coconut oil, and they're getting the benefits. Some of the other things to note: supports healthy immune function, obviously, promotes healthy circulation, helps protect against environmental threats, protects against. So this is where we're going to the, wow, it is sick season. Why is it sick season? The sun isn't out as much, so we're not getting as much vitamin D. You can supplement all you want, but there is definitely a benefit of getting vitamin D also from the sun. And we lack that during the winter, especially in very sunny places that now all of a sudden are not as sunny. It's very cold in a lot of places, especially this year, and people are indoors around each other, very close again. That was one of the best things that was noted for COVID to prevent the spread of not just COVID, but other things, is your distance. Keep your distance a little bit from sick people. That's why right before we started the recording, I was talking about my 17-year-old is not feeling great and he seems pretty sick. So he's supplementing and he's doing his oils, but he's doing that in his room. He's quarantining. So I want to keep him away. So protecting yourself and knowing that this is sick season, and me knowing that he's sick and that everybody else around me is sick. People are sick with various different things, whether it's influenza, whether it's COVID, whether it's just some wicked cold that's going around. I'm taking this daily as prevention to help protect my body against environmental threats. And I have my children taking it. And then if we get exposed to something, we start to feel under the weather, that's when we're going to amp up how many times a day we're actually taking this. Help support the digestive system, which is important because our digestive system feeds our immune system, and that's where our immune system is. Also has purifying and cleansing properties. Okay. Take 1 or more soft gels as needed to promote a healthy immune function. That means not just when you get sick, but try doing it prior, because like we said, once the viral replication is done, it's going to run its course. You're going to feel very sick. And so you can help prevent that. If you provide your body the tools it needs, whether it's the eating right, staying hydrated, and also supplementing with oils and supplements, you can really do a lot to help prevent getting very, very sick. We're all going to get exposed to things, but the hope is that we help our body do what it was created to do. The other product that I wanted to touch on is the On Guard chewable tablets. These came out at convention 2 years ago, maybe. I love these. I just grabbed another bag here from my office to take upstairs. The idea behind these On Guard Plus chewable tablets, and it doesn't say on here, is to take 3 a day. I'm going to read it straight from the bag. Support your body's natural defenses and immune system. On those days when you need it most, chew On Guard Plus tablets for immune support and additional peace of mind. So recommended dose, take 3 tablets per day as needed, best if taken after a meal. Okay. This is the other thing my son takes daily. He takes his Lifelong Vitality and he takes 3 of these a day. You can split them up, do 1 in the morning, 1 after lunch, 1 after dinner, whatever you want to do. I suck on them a little bit and then chew them up, whatever. They are On Guard oil, right? So you get the benefits of the On Guard oil. And in addition to that, you're going to get some things that we don't have in the soft gels. So that's why both of these products are super beneficial. Developed with beta glucan to help support and maintain a healthy immune system. Formulated with vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, and the doTERRA On Guard Protective Blend. You guys, when we are sick, we all learned a long time ago that zinc can help shorten the duration of a virus. Vitamin D, super supportive and beneficial to our immune system and hormones and more. Vitamin C, again, we know that we ramp up how much we're taking when we start to feel sick. So you've got all of those in this convenient chewable tablet. Have them on hand. It comes with 60 tablets in here. I think I have 1 more bag on hand. I had 3 bags. I've got 1 in my backpack, so I have it with me always. I have 1 upstairs. Well, this is what I'm doing. I'm putting this up in the drawer because we just emptied that bag, and I have 1 more in my office. I like to have on hand what I need so that when we're sick, we don't have to run to the store and expose anybody else to us being sick. Vegan friendly, free from gluten, sugar, and artificial sweeteners. So it is made with sorbitol. I just saw something there that I wanted to look at. That's star anise right there, isn't it? I was looking to see if that's in here. Interesting. I don't see it in here. Sorbitol, magnesium, stevia, tapioca starch, monk fruit, medium chain triglycerides. We know the MCT oil. Okay, so just wanted to touch on those 2 things. If you're doing these daily, you're going to help yourself stay healthier so that when you get sick, you don't get as sick, and then ramp these things up when you do feel sick so that you can get better fast. And that's
Can I
really,
chime in here? Can I chime
please
in?
do.
I'm just laughing because I'm going to go over. We have a little house in another town, and I'm going to go to with all these people who have just come from the East Coast and the West Coast. And so I just put a whole container of the On Guard Plus chewable tablets in my overnight bag, because who knows? And I think not only do I take them preventatively, but when I start feeling like I'm getting a sore throat, I just think these are awesome.
They really are.
Yeah.
I'm with you. When they first came out, I was thinking, oh gosh, these are geared toward children. But you guys, it doesn't say children anywhere on it. Nowhere. These are not just for children. These are for everyone. They're amazing. I love these. I think these have helped so much. I'm so glad that they released this product, and so smart, Trisha, to throw it in your bag. Yeah, any group of people, and half the time people are infectious before they even know, and contagious before they even know they're sick. So it's so important to be doing your preventive measures. I think with my kids going to school, I might grab 3 or at least 1 this morning and take 2 more this afternoon, whatever you're going to do. But On Guard chewables, I don't need to have any water. I don't have to like swallow it. I just chew it up. These are fantastic. You guys, if you don't have these, buy them. I don't even know how much they are, but I don't feel like they're that expensive. Throw them on your next LRP. Just have these on hand. So important to have. And with all the benefits of the oil in there. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Does anybody else have anything to add? Thank you, Trisha, for adding. And thanks, Morgan, for letting me share your stories, even if you're not happy with me doing that. But okay, everyone have a great week. We are in February, the month of love. I hope you enjoy it. I don't know what we'll talk about yet next week. Usually I just kind of base it on what's going on around me and what our needs are and sharing that. If there's something that you want us to dive into more, please send us a message, let us know, and we will totally dive into that. But
thank you, Heather.
You're welcome. We might do some videos like online and all, and maybe share them of some of the stuff we're making, especially since people are so sick. We don't necessarily want to gather. Morgan's got brand new, 5-day-old baby, so she's not going to be gathering with anyone. So we might do some make and take type DIY things on video and show you what we're making in our own homes. So hopefully that's helpful to anybody. And we'll see you on here again next week. Bye.
Thanks, Heather.
You're
Wonderful.
welcome.